when looking at sources for student data, Skoolee is a great option that all teachers here at BBS use. You're already spending a lot of your time inputting data into this platform, so why not take advantage of its data analytic features? In this video, I will be walking you through 4 data analysis features that are found directly on Skoolee. I'm also going to be suggesting different ways you can use this data in order to better inform your instruction and increase student performance and engagement. The 4 Skoolee data analytic features that I'm going to be covering today are student GPA average, class scale chart, student average by term, and student attendance chart. Before we begin, make sure that you're in your gradebook. You can access all of the data analytics that I'm going to be going over today by clicking on the analytics icon at the top right toolbar. Let's take a look at the student GPA average analytic. As you can see, it gives you a visual summary of every student's average. Now, this feature is great because it helps you to quickly narrow down and target poorly performing students. You can then apply different intervention methods to these particular students, such as contacting parents, referring to the learning support team, or providing them with extra reteaching and practice. You can also quickly identify your high achievers and celebrate those students. Now, if the data is available, you can actually click on a student's name and it will give you a comparison of their GPA between 2 semesters. This information might be relevant when you're trying to track student progress across a whole year or across a whole semester. Our next feature is the class scale chart. This feature provides you with a pie chart breakdown of all the grade scales found in your classroom. Clicking on a particular grade scale will give you a list of all the students that fall under that grade category. Now, this feature is going to be very useful when you're trying to decide between reteaching, extension, or intervention activities depending on your students' needs. So, for example, I might target the students that received a D+ with reteaching or an educational intervention plan. I might also note the names of students that have earned a C- or below and keep an extra eye on them in the classroom. Another idea is to utilize the highly effective instructional practice of student-student teaching. You can group students with a high grade point average with those struggling students and have them tutor one another. So this is also a great way to inform your grouping choices. Our third analytic is student average by term. As you can see, this feature provides you with a visual and numerical comparison of the average semester and exam grades for each student. Again, this is an excellent feature for progress monitoring and analyzing why specific students' grades have increased, decreased, or remained the same across a semester or across a whole year. You can also do comparisons between a semester grade and an exam grade. There's so much you can do here. Finally, we have the student attendance chart. You'll notice that this feature only shows you the names of students that have some form of tardiness. Either they were late or have an unexcused absence. It breaks it down into both types of data per student. I love this feature so much because as a teacher, I can take one quick look at this and identify the students that require immediate intervention when it comes to their tardiness. So I might pull the student aside and talk to them one-on-one in order to get a better understanding about why they're experiencing so much tardiness. You can also send an email home with a screenshot of this report. During parent-teacher conferences, or better yet, student-led conferences, I might include this data in the student's portfolio as a form of data evidence. This will help me explain why their GPA has decreased. Perhaps it's linked to the tardiness. So there you go, 4 ways that you can use data analytic features on Skoolee in order to enrich your classroom. I hope this video was useful, and a special thanks to the humanities department in high school that actually helped to inspire this video.